Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to do something because I was inspired and a little pissed off today. So, I saw a couple tier list videos on Pokemon Unite, even though it's not even been a week yet since they came out. But I'm actually kind of disappointed on all the videos because they just seem completely biased and they obviously don't know what they're talking about, or they're just not experienced enough and they just claim that some Pokemon are weak or bad. So I'm actually going to give you a realistic tier list because I actually play MOBAs. I'm experienced in playing them. And so far, for the most part, for Pokemon Unite, it seems really fun. And I honestly think for most Pokemon, they're actually pretty good or viable. I don't think any Pokemon is weak beyond solid right now. I think most Pokemon are either solid or higher. There's no one that's weak yet. Also, there is no meta yet, so we can't even say which Pokemon are weak or bad. This just comes from preferences or just comes from bias. I'm actually just going to give you a realistic tier list because, like I said, I was motivated to. Alright, so I'm just going to go based on every single role. So we're going to start off with all-rounders. Charizard, I think, is very solid. Charizard's not bad. I think he's just the most solid Pokemon in the game right now. He doesn't outshine in any role, but he's just good, though. He's solid, and he's actually pretty fun to play. Garchomp. This guy's busted. I will admit, his early game sucks, but if you can get past this, he becomes ridiculously broken and nasty. He's pretty damn good. He's fun, and I'm not gonna lie, he can synergize with a lot of the Pokemon based on his moves. Lucario. I thought he was busted at first, but I think he's high tier. The only reason why I say high tier, even though he's still good, is because you have to manage your dash a lot. Because, yeah, you can get it in close and get the kills, but then if you don't have any kind of dash or way to escape, you're going to get ganked out and stuff. But he's not bad, though, by any means. Maybe if we see a meta come out, maybe Lucario might be one of the better ones. I definitely feel he is, but that's just me. Now, next we have Machamp. Now, this is the one I always see questioned. A lot of people say Machamp is not good or he's just solid. I'm going to piss a lot of you off. He's actually busted too. I disagree on the fact that Machamp is not that good. He is really good. I think he is one of the top Pokemon that could easily snowball in the game. If you guys don't know what snowball is in MOBA, is basically getting those early kills fast to get the lead. I think Machamp can do this the easiest because I play Machamp a lot. He's actually one of the ones I play a lot, and I do really well with him. His kit is also pretty good. He can synergize with any Pokemon. Basically, have one Pokemon team up with him to gank anybody, and it's going to happen. So, yeah. As an all-rounder, Machamp's pretty damn nice. So, yeah. To me, he's busted. He does a lot of damage early on, and in team fights, he does a lot to help out. Cinderace. Let's do high tier, because why not? No, yeah. Cinderace is good. Cinderace has a lot of damage. Passive is good. Actually, you know what? I'm going to say Cinderace is busted. I honestly think Cinderace is probably one of the best damage dealers, mainly because Cinderace is also pretty safe. He's a ranged attacker, but does a lot of damage. His kit is good. His passive is nice. He synergizes a lot of the Pokemon, and he can just do a lot, and he can escape. So I think he's the safest attacker in the game, which warrants to play him. Cameron. I think it's high tier. I think the reason why people don't like this Pokemon is because he takes skill, but honestly, I don't think skill means bad. I think that means skill means better. For an attacker, he's pretty bulky, which gives the advantage, and also since he's a ranged attacker, he's good. Also, his ultimate's pretty nice, so yeah. Okay, next we have. Oh, we're actually starting attackers. Fuck it. Greninja. I see a lot of people say Greninja sucks, or is not that good. I don't understand why. I think the common thing about MOBAs is any champion or whatever takes the most skill. People don't like because it takes more work. But I think Greninja's also really good. I think Greninja's high tier as well. I mean, yeah, the downside, he takes a lot of skill to learn. But you master this guy, he could be busted. And he's really good. So there's that. Ninetales. The only reason Ninetales is busted is the amount of CC Ninetales offers in team fights is ridiculous. Sure, you have no escape, but the amount of damage you can also do early on is really nasty. So there's that as well. But yeah, nice Pokemon overall. Pikachu, the little mascot. Pika. Let me stop. Let me stop. I'm gonna take that off. That was really dumb. No. Pikachu. Whatever. Oh, Pikachu, also busted. High damage, very versatile kit. Can synergize with a lot of Pokemon. Pikachu is the whole package. Venusaur. This one is also one that a lot of people say Venusaur sucks because Venusaur takes a little bit of positioning to master, but I think Venusaur is really good. Coming from someone who also plays a lot of MOBAs, Venusaur is good. I don't know why people say Venusaur sucks. I disagree with that because Venusaur can do damage. And early game is not too bad. Team synergy is good. Kit is useful and versatile. I would say though, Solar Beam and Sludge Bomb are like the best way to go. Solar Beam for the damage and for the snipes, and Sludge Bomb for the crowd control and for the tick damage for team fights. But overall, really good though. I don't understand why Venusaur sucks. I think he's really nice. Clusterol, Slowbro, and Snorlax, I think they all get high tier. They're all really good defenders, and they all do something different. They each one synergize in a different way. I think Clusterol is like the in between these two. Slowbro is more of a ranged support and defender, which helps out, and Snorlax is better for initiation in terms of team fights. But I think they're all really good. They're not broken though. I think they're really nice. Now the Speedster. Consider Speedster as the jungler. Now, Absol. Absol can do a lot of damage. And yes, takes a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. Absol is also easy to play. But Absol also dominates in like 1v1s. Team fights not really, but more in terms of like being a jungler or Speedster. Absol does it. So I'm gonna put Absol in busted because also the early game for Absol is nasty. And the team and the freaking fact that he could solo the majority of the cast is already scary enough. So yeah, probably tied with the best Speedster in the game. Gengar. A lot of people say Gengar sucks. I'm going to assume that they all suck at the game because Gengar is pretty good. I'm going to say high tier for the fairness, but I would say busted. Actually, no, fuck it. I'm going to say busted. This is my list. I think Gengar is busted. His kit can be brutal, and he's not that difficult to understand. A lot of people think Gengar is really hard. Not really. Like, his kit's very straightforward. It's obvious what you need to do. And you're the jungler. Obviously, you're going to be doing damage, and you're not meant to get in. You're a squishy, don't forget. But I think Gengar is pretty good. He can do a lot of damage. Hex plus Sludge Bomb equals OP. Let's just break that down. That's the most ridiculous combination in the game. Even Dream Eater is useful and stuff. But yeah, Gengar is pretty nasty. I don't understand why people say Gengar's bad. Now, I guess you're bad if you think Gengar's bad because then you don't know what to do. Talonflame. I would say for Talonflame... Okay, Talonflame's interesting. Talonflame's kit is not bad. And as a Speedster, it's good. Problem is, there's a lot of CC in the game right now. And I think Talonflame gets outshined by that. So, not to disrespect, but I'm going to put Talonflame as solid. You can play Talonflame. It's just, there's more of a high risk playing Talonflame. It's like, for instance, if you were going to go for a Speedster, you could take an Absol or Gengar. But for Talonflame, the only reason you pick a Talonflame is if none of your opponents you're going against have any kind of CC at all. That means crowd control, by the way, for those who don't know MOBAs. So, actually, you know what? It's just, hold on. This is kind of tough because Talonflame can do damage. The damage is there. It's just the CC kind of counters him. That's like the only real thing. But looking at the entire cast, though, of those who have CC and stuff, I'll keep solid for now, but I'm going to guarantee in the future. I think Talonflame's going to go up right now. I think in the future, Talonflame will go up because they'll realize that, yeah, Talonflame can do damage but has no CC. So, oh yeah, Zorora. Busted. Kind of like Pikachu, except more squishy. That's kind of it. Kind of the same thing. Good kit overall. Can do a lot of damage. Early snowball potential is there too. Synergy with team is nice. So yeah. Now the support. Elgost, high tier. Good solid healing. Very nice team synergy. Good kit overall. Very useful in fights. Yeah. Mr. Mime. Mr. Mime's not weak, but I think right now he's solid. I think people just don't know how to play Mr. Mime correctly, but he's actually not bad in team fights. He's good. He's pretty nice. His kit's pretty solid. It's very good for disrupting. So, and then Wigglytuff also gets high tier. Very nice in terms of synergy. The Sing is just nice. I wouldn't say Wigglytuff is broken though, because Wigglytuff doesn't have any kind of offensive pressure. Well, I mean, not enough offensive pressure, but in terms of team-wise, it's there. So, and also survivability, Wigglytuff has it there too. So that's the list. That's the more realistic approach to the first impressions. Like I said, it's really early, so I'm not going to do anything crazy as saying, oh, this guy sucks or whatever, because I don't think that. At the moment, I think all the Pokemon in the game are valuable. I think they're good. They have their own ways to do things. And I think this seems to be the most accurate right now. I think everybody else is just being too biased. I'm being more realistic with this, so hope you guys learn this. And for the most part, this game is really fun right now, and I'm enjoying it. I'm definitely going to do more content of this in the future. Till then, though, thanks for watching, guys. Stay fearless.